Welcome to Hush Tarot 1111. I am Hush, here to bring you a very interesting candle wax reading. It may be a combination fire reading because I'm seeing a few things here, but I just wanted to get a word from the ancestors during this Black History Month, very similar to what I did last year. But I want to take a peek at this. Now, on the left side, we are going to be talking about the Black Feminine Collective, and then on the right side, it will be the Black Masculine Collective. So let's see what we can see right here. So first and foremost, when I look at this clearly, this looks like in the center of these two pieces of fire melting, like a giant hourglass, like time, and the black specks in there represent maybe some of the negative aspects of time. When I look at this hump here in the middle, this hurdle, okay, it looks like a band-aid. So there's still a lot of hurt and unresolved trauma heavily still in our community. Now, I will say this is from the past, okay? So our ancestors are acknowledging like our past hurts, our past things that we are bringing up into our present day, okay? And do you see at the top right here, and I'm gonna say that represents the future, it's a little less murky here, a little less flakes. So what I'm getting from that is Black community, we are actively working on our healing, but we have to keep it up so that we're not repeating some of the same patterns. And I will say a lot of the things that we're still carrying from our past, a lot of negative attributes, as we see it's more coming on the masculine side versus the feminine side. So the feminine side has been working to heal. We still have a little bit here, definitely at the center here, okay, our curve. So and it's exposing more of the citrine crystals that I have there. So with citrine, it represents the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. So for us, it's still going to be some ancestral wounding that we're working on, okay, for the feminine collective. Okay, definitely with some sexual trauma and just a lot of what's hidden, okay? Now, as you can see here on both the masculine and feminine side, there's even, see how dark those little black flecks are? They're big, okay? So there's still big things that we have not addressed in our community, and it's still sitting heavily within us. Okay, I will say based on what I'm seeing here, it is still heavily impacting more of the feminine collective, even though it's like, because it's buried deep. It's hitting the bottom of this candle tin a lot deeper than with the male collective. Now, don't get me wrong, they have big shit right here to take care of. Okay, what I'm hearing is ownership. Okay, on the masculine side is one of the things that is kind of sitting heavy with us. It's ownership and responsibility. Okay, and for the feminine side, I just keep hearing it's like a declaration. Okay, your declaratives keep you going. Okay, you're more of the motivated side. This is why the fire looks like it's steadily climbing, okay, on this side, versus the fire's still a little wild here with the masculine side. Wow. And I'm seeing the masculine side is kind of consuming just a little bit more of what's going on here on the feminine side. Okay, now keep in mind they're carrying a lot of the pain, but they're consuming more of it. So what I get out of that is for the Black male collective, everything is not always about you. Okay, see it from a bigger picture. Okay, but when you work together, you can see the beauty underneath, the healing. Okay, the newness and the beginnings that we have for the both of us, if we can learn to, for lack of a better word, seek out each other's pain and address it. It's not for you to change each other. I want to make that very, very clear. But to create a new foundation where it's not so bent on you over here and me over there, okay? There's a much lighter load on the feminine side, much lighter, but this is due to the massive wave of healing versus the male side. So the male collective, because I'm seeing so many, like the orange peel and the citrine. So there's going to be some sacral healing that has to take place. Okay. Guilt, shame on the masculine collective side, and like addictions is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm hearing something about the masculinity aspect of it all. Like there's a new wave that's coming, okay, for everyone. So you're going to have to shift your consciousness as it comes to our collective, okay? And that's a message for the masculines. I just keep hearing, go home, go home, okay? Or remember where home is for the masculines. Pay attention to that. Okay. And I'm just looking at the fire to see if I can get any messages out of that. I'm trying to work on fire meditation. So let's see. Okay. But all in all, what I'm getting, because this looks like wings. When I look at the two ends of the fire, they look like butterfly wings or angel wings. So that's new beginnings, transformations, and healing. Okay. And masculines, I'll give it to you. Y'all are making a breakthrough, you know, as a collective, but you're not quite there yet. Okay, as we can see compared to the left-hand side. And some of it is because you're trying to erase your own history. Ooh, y'all see that bubble? We hit on something. Boom. Recognizing that you're trying to erase your own history, whether it be voluntarily or involuntarily, that's going to damage, okay, the structure of who we are as a people. Okay, and that's for both parties involved, but it's sitting heavily on the masculine's end. But they're always watching, because those look like eyeballs now at the top of the piece of wax there. Okay. Anything else? So expect to see more Black women in business, okay, in areas of business. And I'm also hearing like architecture or like something to do with structure, more on the physical sense. Okay. And expect to see more Black men in the coming years in sciences is what I'm hearing. Because we already have a great number of feminines in science, but I'm starting to see it more in Black men. And when I say sciences, I mean like physics, astronomy, maybe working in fields like engineering. Okay, because what I'm hearing is, because we know that science is making more advances, science is going to be the place to be in the coming years, but not forgetting that core of spirituality, if that makes any sense. And that's what you two represent as these flames. Okay. The logical and the spiritual. Yeah, but we still have some deep-seated healing, okay, between the two of us. So we both have to get an understanding between the two of us as well. So also hearing is for the Black male collective and the Black feminine collective, stop speaking from your hurts. If you take a look at this right now, look, those hurts on your side, the hurts on the male side, and look, in between, we have a whole bunch of stuff that we still have not addressed, okay? It's going to take some time, but it is hopeful. Okay, we are hopeful. Wow. We've made some changes over time, but we still need a little help. Okay. And in order to make this happen, you have to tap more into the spiritual. Look into your spiritual. Okay. Wow. For some of you in the collective, I'm also hearing that like drinking, okay, is going to be your downfall. So watch how much alcohol you consume this year in particular. Okay. Watch your vices is what I'm just hearing. So if you feel yourself going off the deep end instead of running from it, some of you are, especially your pain, don't dive too deep into those vices, okay? Because you're not doing anything. You're not helping yourself. 1111 is on the phone. Wow. Anything else? And I'm hearing love. And when I look right here, just in this curve, it kind of looks like a heart between the flames. And if you check the orange peel in the two corners there, it looks like a big old heart. At the end of the day, we all love each other. We're supposed to love each other and have each other's back. Okay, it is the will of the divine that we love one another. Come from a space of love and being open and receptive to love in this new shift, this new dynamic that we're experiencing. Okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I just keep getting the feeling like it's the feminines that are going to take the lead, because again, we're going more into a spiritual space. Now, that does not mean that we will be without the logical, okay? But there's so much foolishness that we still have to eliminate, okay? For the masculine collective. Look at all those burdens, okay? They're heavy, okay? And they're not even the biggest burdens, but they damn sure, some of them are the biggest burdens, but they're not as deep-seated as they are here. So I'm picking up like there could be some resentment here on the left side of the feminine. Heavy resentment, because I see that one piece of citrine right there wedged in between both of those black specks. Wow. So I'm going to blow this out right now, and I'm just going to pull a couple of cards to see if there's anything else we can get out of this. And then I also have the 5 of Pentacles. So what I'm getting out of this, and this is going to be more for the feminine collective, it's like you've spent all the tears that you could spend, okay? You've wasted all your tears, but channel that into something courageous. Be courageous. Don't be afraid to live for yourself. And on the flip side of that, in declaring your own power and calling your power back for you, don't sit in this feeling of emptiness, or let people feel like that you aren't deserving of what it is that you asked for, okay? Make your declarations, and it's just remembering being grateful for the things that are out of your life, okay? Because these things no longer served you, okay? So for some of you, you may have recently lost a husband or lost a romantic relationship, okay? And they made it all about you. The fact of the matter is, it's not, okay? This is you recognizing that you don't have to accept the bare minimum all the time, and you are worthy of having a partner and a helpmate, okay, that will build with you, okay? I said build with you. I didn't say struggle with you, because those are two totally different things, okay? Yep, then we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so I also see that with this Page of Pentacles, it's like the way we all communicate, okay, with one another is very base level, my way. It's my way, this way, or no way at all, okay, on both sides, Okay, as a collective on both sides, it's like, okay, you got to see it my way. But it's almost like Spirit is saying y'all are both acting childish. You are both in a child's place at this moment. So in order for you to get a clear understanding of what the other is saying, okay, heal. Okay, now I will say this. We do have tower moments. There are going to be some more moments that happen. I'm not going to lie. They are going to be triggering. But this is going to help us have the proper conversation, okay, amongst our community. It's not over, okay? And even in this tree right here, we see that the Iroko, we see there's a white cloth around it, okay? So they're still healing, okay? Some of us are still healing from those tragedies, okay? But there's no more half-stepping is what I'm hearing. We are not allowed to half-step anymore. Now, either we're going to make these necessary changes together and recognize that in these new changes, there is going to be a paradigm shift. There is going to be feminine leadership, whether y'all want to accept it or not. Okay, and that's on both sides. There is going to be more feminine leadership taking place. Look here, we have the Four of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? It's not without its trials, okay? And they recognize that there's so many people, there's so many of us now that are, you know, venerating them, recognizing that they have wisdom to share. Now, do they wish some of us would have shared it while they were here on earth? Yes, but there's no time like the present, okay? Learn the lessons, respect the histories and things that we have left behind. They're tools, is what they're saying. They're not maps. You don't have to follow them to the letter. We've left guidelines for you, is what they're saying. Okay? But you're going to have to work this out together. All right? And with that, y'all, I'm going to leave us with one little scripture from the Power of Psalms. I'm just going to let Spirit tell me where to go. Wow. And this one is all about settling quarrels and elevating one's spiritual zeal. Wow. Of course, this was Psalms 46, and I went to 10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Wow. Okay. So for the collective, these are the two verses. So Psalms 46, 10, and 11. Okay. So this is to elevate us spiritually. Okay. Wow. And then there's also one to settle quarrels. And they're saying to bring both parties to a realization of the tranquility available to those who ask God for help when troubled. And they want you to know God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. And right now, for the collective, we're in trouble. Okay? So Psalms 46 and 1 and 10 through 11 is what you need to keep in your back pocket this year. And last but not least, I guess we can end this reading by just saying, please bring honor to us all from the ancestors. Signing out right now, it's Hush Tarot 1111. Happy Black History Month.